Welcome to the Postcard Stories podcast, episode number 12. I'm Carmen Kern, author of dark fantasy and all things strange, bringing you short visual fiction to spark your imagination. All stories are inspired by my photographic wanderings and the view through my lens. This story is titled SNAPSHOT. It was hard for her to remember what it had looked like before the quake. Before the earth shook them around like a snow globe, and drywall crumbled, and waters rose and swelled over banks to flood streets, pushing cars and walls and people along with furniture and livestock. She was old, but her wits had been tack sharp that day as she remembered her granddaughter's water wings she used when she came to visit. Her neighbors had found her 8 blocks away, floating on her back, bright orange inflatable armbands around her elbows. So many hadn't made it. So many were still lost. The old woman picked through the debris in her front yard, uncovering a photo album that had swelled and dried, and the colors running together on the snapshots they had taken their first year in the house. But there it was, the front door, the brightest of yellows and the blue Alex had finally let her use on the trim. She remembered now, as if it were that day all over again. Alex had swung her up in his arms and carried her over the threshold, the start of a lifetime together. The old woman clutched the picture as she carefully chose her steps to the front door. All that was left were the hinges. She held the picture up and wished with all her soul that it was that day again. She didn't know if she believed in that sort of thing, but sure as the sun was in the sky, she felt a warm hand clutching hers for that day until the end of her days. Well, thank you for tuning in. You can find the episode's story and images on my blog at carmenkern.com. And take the time to notice the little things. There are stories hiding around every corner.